Can't wait for the Adesanya doc where he lies about growing up struggling and how awful it was and had to work in an office. Oh, boo-boo. I know, dude. He worked in an office. Oh, no. I know. It's crazy. General Mo Lester, thank you. Legionnaire of my army. I appreciate you, man. Dude, if Adesanya's documentary doesn't have servants with him growing up, we actually need to make a movement because that is literally him rewriting history. I know they're a fan of that, but still, that is crazy. It has to include him growing up rich with servants. It has to, or it's misinformation. Genuinely propaganda otherwise, and I'll be calling it out. It better, dude. That's a core part of his life. Until the age of what? Until he moved to New Zealand. So for his developing years, he grew up rich with servants in his house. So, I don't know. Thank you for the $2. Excuse me, sir. We need to set up the firewall, sir. Excuse me, sir. Do we need to set up your firewall, sir? Is that what you're looking for? Thank you for the $2, dude. Thank you for the $5, Young Master Dober. Vets versus prospects ruined this season of tough. That said, how much does... I hate the word prospects. You know, it's such an annoying word to sound out quickly. That said, how much does coaching play a part? Seems like Conor just teaches his guys to shadow box, bot. Yeah, I know. The coaching don't play any part in it. If they're good, they're going to win. If they're bad, they're going to lose. They've been there for a few weeks. You know what I mean? Like, they've been there for 5 weeks. They're not going to change their game around, no matter what is taught to them. But because McGregor's losing, everyone's acting like the coaching's everything and that Chandler's a really good coach and McGregor isn't. Just how it is. You know what I mean? Thank you for the $2. Prime Weidman versus Whittaker now. Prime Weidman versus Whittaker now. Whittaker would easily win. Weidman's stand-up was mediocre and his grappling was good, but people got back up, and even like people like Vitor Belfort and Machida were able to do okay in some moments of the grappling defense. So I'd definitely go with Whittaker. But yeah, they did ruin the season doing vets versus prospects because the prospects are older than the vets and the vets are way better than them. So it didn't make any sense to do it. Thank you for the £2. How does Renat's wrestling compare with Hamzat's? I don't know if you can even make those comparisons. Yeah, I think Renat's ability to, we'll put it this way, chat. Renat's ability to get a fight to the ground is probably close to the impressiveness of Chimaev's, but Chimaev probably has a better chance of getting people to the ground because he's much larger. But the finishing potential once you're on the ground is 10 times higher for Chimaev than it is for Renat. Like, they have similar level of wrestling, but Chimaev's bigger, so he has an easier time getting it to the ground. And Chimaev has such a higher finishing percentage, so I guess his jiu-jitsu is way better. Wow, prospects. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. Chad Skyrim guard Aspinwall apprehends Pat Barry. You know what it is? I don't suppose you know what's happened inside the orphanage. Somebody's been in there ransacking the kids' clothing. It wouldn't be you with it, would it? I notice you have a pair of pants on your head, leaving the orphanage at night. How would prime Kevin Lee versus Colby Covington? Not 2/3, a third. How would prime Kevin Lee versus Colby Covington 3-rounder? Kevin Lee had gas. He gassed against D-Rod, so there's no way he's beating Colby. And if you want to talk about prime Kevin Lee was a lightweight, first of all. And second of all, like, we're very weird about what we call a prime. He landed a head kick on Gillespie, so he's in his prime. You know what I mean? What if he didn't land the head kick? Was every other moment of that fight him not in his prime? You know? Prime Conor versus Volk now at featherweight. Conor would drop him, but he wouldn't finish him. Volk could win by late rounds TKO or decision later on. McGregor was actually the featherweight, chat, yes or no? The featherweight division that McGregor came up in was way technically worse than the current featherweight division, I think. Way technically worse. The wrestlers weren't as good or they gassed, and the strikers weren't as intricate either. Chad Skyrim guard, Aspinall, apprehend, like Dennis Siva was ranked. You know what I mean? Prime Conor versus Yair now. I'll probably go Yair, choose up his legs. Conor McGregor had a massive weakness to inside leg kicks and always has in his career. But in his karate style, I think Yair would just chop up his inside leg, kick him to the body and shit. Outkick him. Hot take, Felder would have beaten Conor. I have said this before. Yeah. I've said that hot take before. Because in a 5-rounder, though, it'd have to be a 5-rounder. In a 5-rounder, Felder would have beaten McGregor because Felder was like an unfinishable opponent. Absolutely unfinishable. It was such a weird thing for him. But like Barboza could kick him as hard as he could, spin him back kick to the body, and it's just like you just take it like it was nothing. So I don't think McGregor would KO him at 155. No way. So eventually Felder would win. Felder got worked by Perry, but Perry's a large dude compared to McGregor. Look at the face-off they had, and Perry's in bare feet, and McGregor's got his fucking heels on. Like, Perry's a much larger dude than McGregor. And Felder took that upper weight class on short notice and broke his forearm on a spinning back fist in round 1 and still made it a split decision. So keep that in mind as well. Thank you for the $5, Hussein Kapadia. Did you see Jesse on Fire's video about Paddy versus Ilya? I want to see that fight regardless of how bad the matchup is for Paddy. Smack talk equals amazing. It does. And it was a big thing. The trash talk involved in it as well. So that's huge. Thank you for the $5, dude. But it won't happen, though. It won't happen. Ilya will be at featherweight. I don't think he'll move up unless it's a champ versus champ. But I honestly think Ilya's going to succeed in his career. And Pimlet's going to fucking drastically fail. So unless Ilya goes on a 5-fight losing streak and then moves up to lightweight, they're not going to fight each other. Thank you for the $5, though, Hussein for Kapadia. I would like to see it, though. And Ilya would win. Let's be real. You have friends? You mean a DVD of the sitcom? Oh, I'll be going, chat. See you later. Goodbye. Members community tab, non-members. We got the content. And check out the tier list video I made earlier today. And I'm going to make a video after my members stream breaking down Rachmanov versus Gastelum. That'd be sick. Check it out. Go to the main channel, watch the video, and await my video later as well. Toodle pip. Members community tab. Second channel vid. Hardy ha ha.